Horrible monster. Burst into flame.
The difference between what's pretend and what's real.
God burst into flame. Horrible God flames.
Microphone muted. Was the microphone muted the whole time? I did a really nice intro and everything. Don't tell me the mic was muted this whole time. It wouldn't be spooky streams without technical difficulties. Well, in which case, whoa! I'll do the intro again. And I'll say everything that I previously said again. Today, on Spooky Streams, we are checking out a game called The Lies We Tell Ourselves by brand new indie developer Poopsy. I received a copy of this game. There is no obligation to stream or make content on it. However, I feel obliged to do so. I'm going to play through the game in its entirety. It's roughly 2 hours long. And then we will see at the end if the game's sale price of, I believe it's currently 10% off. If the game's sale price of £6.69 is met by the amount of content in the game. And warning, it mentions here includes mature themes. This game features subjects such as sewer sliding, so keep that in mind. Controls, mouse, and keyboard. I think I don't have a controller plugged in, so hopefully that's not a problem. Game will automatically save at the beginning of each section. It's advised to play slowly in the dark with headphones on and using mouse and keyboard. Well, in which case, I'm doing everything the way it's intended. Let's jump right in. Let's swoosh right in! Poopsy! Probably bring the volume up just, oh no. That seems sufficiently loud enough. So I believe these Chapter 2, Chapter 3 here relate to DLCs, as the game will be told in parts. Shadows high, subtitles enabled. I'm sure I'll learn the controls as I go. One of those people who just likes to get stuck in. In whispered sighs he built his walls, ignoring truth's relentless calls. He spins a tale of glory high, yet in his heart, it's all a lie.
Where am I? You talking riddles now? How's that helpful? Fine. Why am I here then?
You can almost make out the words in... Maybe I'm freaking out. If I'm freaking out and it's only just started, oh boy.
Show me.
The weak and the strong. This is a very nice looking game for something made by one person. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, Construct. GM Construct. With the towering buildings in the background. It's a playground spring in an incredibly large size.
I broke my arm falling off the damn thing. Of course I remember it.
Was it always attached to a car, though?
I hated it so much.
The creepy backwards voice has a point. I mean, unless it is evil. The stomachache from coffee is gone. Ah, I'm happy to hear that. My stomach appears to be on the mend. So naturally, I've had a pot noodle today, which I know upsets my stomach. And I'm currently drinking a Red Bull, so I haven't learned anything. Got a job interview tomorrow, so having a Red Bull at 20:40 at night is actually a really bad idea. But I wouldn't have the energy to stream this otherwise.
I'm surprised we didn't fucking die. Whose idea was it to build a playground right next to a junkyard anyway? True. In our eyes, the whole damn place was the actual playground.
That's twice I've noticed a bone. This time the bone has actually moved. It looks like a bone. Sounds like this would have been an incredibly dangerous place to grow up. But I mean, when I was growing up as a kid, that was right near the end of... Ugh. It is a bone. That was right near the end of, you know, parents letting their kids go out and play all day. I think the kids of today are missing, you know, finding creepy, long-legged creatures growing out of cars in the junkyard, you know? Today's kids don't get this sort of experience. Loving the detail on that, though. Oh, check him out. I love this guy.
They kept calling me a stupid ginger. One day they shoved me on this thing and made it spin faster and faster and faster and faster.
Kids can be cruel.
Faster and faster and faster.
I just said that. I know from my past experiences. Do you think for channel growth, now might be a good time to move to the Chinese version? I think I'd have to learn how to pronounce it first. Oh yeah, spooky. I'm loving this. I'm already absolutely unnerved. Presumably the kid we're talking to must be dead. Their speech is unintelligible. They're speaking to us through...
It was happening way more often than I wanted to admit.
like a ceramic bust. There's clearly something going on.
I always assumed you just felt sorry for me. I smiled at you and we just started playing. And we never stopped.
What? Jacob, what? Jacob just said, and I quote, "About the Robbie Williams movie, I'm not a fan of doing a movie of a dead person." Unless something happened in the last 6 hours, Robbie Williams is still very much alive. Unless something happened I haven't been told about.
I think I know now why I'm here. But where is it? Why can't I see it?
I'm starting to worry about this thing. It definitely appears to be sentient. I'm feeling very uncomfortable about it. Looking around for another ceramic bust. Where there's legs in the place of the wheels, it's making me so uncomfortable. Which means I'm fairly sure it's achieving what it's setting out to achieve. Quick look around the outside. I'm not seeing a ceramic head to talk to. I don't think I can leave. No. Dreamworld vibes, I get that. Like, well, I've already made the Gmod construct. Like, parallels. Like, I am definitely stuck now. Figuring out where to go next. That could just be me, though, failing to see something. Like, maybe something is signposted and I'm not quite catching it. Have a look around it in all the gaps. Looking for an interact symbol. Is there a trigger missing? Are we missing a trigger somewhere? Let's work on that assumption. We don't have a quit back to main menu, only a quit to desktop. First off, let's see if we can resume. Where our autosave is. There isn't one, so it started us at the beginning of this cutscene.
Where am I?
And the cutscene is not skippable.
How's that helpful?
So it looks like we're going to have to watch through all the cutscenes again.
Fine. Why am I here?
I'll pay closer attention just in case I missed something.
All right.
The time between me restarting the game according to Steam and it showing on stream was very, very teeny. It should be about 3 to 4 seconds. The latency. I mean, I might suggest a cutscene skip for the sake of people who perhaps have found themselves in a situation where they're not sure if they've failed to hit a trigger or if something is missing.
Off the damn thing. Of course I remember it.
An option here to skip the cutscene.
I hated it so much.
Or even the ability to pause the game during a cutscene. We'll see though. We'll do this section again, and we'll see if there is a trigger that presents itself this time.
I'm surprised we didn't fucking die. Whose idea was it to build a playground right next to a junkyard anyway?
It's unfortunate because a cutscene like this loses its effect the second time.
True. In our eyes, the whole damn place was the actual playground.
It's alright, we haven't been going for that long. Considering that the intro is about 6 to 7 minutes, you know. The Spooky Streams intro. And then the BRB screen. I've only really been playing for, what, about a quarter of an hour? It just feels long because the cutscenes are slow. And they can't be skipped. Just noticed a red ring around the statue's neck. Not going to try and read into things just yet, but
Yeah,
this friend, this kid that reached out to us.
One day they shoved me on this thing and made it spin faster.
I'm thinking that maybe they did something in regards to this.
Faster.
You have to skirt around certain subjects on YouTube.
Faster. Faster.
I'm sensing something. CRT monitors. You're looking for a CRT? Are you building an arcade, or you just want a nostalgic retro experience? I thought about picking up a CRT, but in my neck of the woods, CRTs are absurdly expensive. Everything's absurdly expensive in the southeast, especially in Kent. I think the money grubbing has gone on too long in my neck of the woods. 90s and early's OOPC games. That is such a good shout. There are modern microcomputers you can get nowadays that are made from parts designed for businesses. I think Lazy Game Reviews, LGR, did one recently, like a video on one, and it looks pretty cool. He had that set up to a CRT.
It was happening way more
playing
often
DOS
than I wanted to admit.
And like Win95, 98 games on it.
I always assumed you just felt sorry for me.
Alright, take care, Jacob. Thank you for stopping by. Right, we're almost back up to where we were.
I smiled at you and we just started playing.
We'll see if the same issue persists.
And we never stopped.
Or if it was even an issue. If I just didn't see something blatantly obvious. Diablo 1. Should I check that out? I haven't done any Game Pass Gala yet this year. Email what? I'm incredibly busy right now. Marketing. I'm live streaming. Shouldn't have to deal with texts while I'm live streaming.
I think I know now why I'm here. But where is it? Why can't I see it?
So I did look at that log the last time, but maybe I just wasn't in the right spot. I can't get very close to it. I have to be at this specific angle. Well, that is on me. But then the cutscene starts from there. Maybe if the trigger to examine this was all the way around the branch? Like if it was a larger sphere or... V and G BFF. Best friends forever. I wonder if trees feel pain from people like etching names in them.
I miss you, man. Are you still here?
I'm here.
What? It's all black now. Is this how it ends? I'm not sure. My memories are very fuzzy. My birthday, I think.
In drunken haze he spent the night, his birthday only a fading light, his mind still echoing joyous songs. He's now back home, where he belongs. Let me have a look at the chat. Weird thing online where people in the UK are wondering why Americans have banded together to boycott the Robbie Williams movie. Most of America has no idea who Robbie Williams is. Yep. His biggest hit here was Millennium. That was in 99. Right. So, outside of being a member of Take That, I'm fairly sure that the majority of the world would not know who Robbie Williams is. And, I mean, I don't like the guy for political reasons, but I don't get into political stuff on Escape Route live streams. I keep that in the Discord. Keep that separate.
Jesus. I am so wasted. Shit. I must have forgotten my keys when I left. Nah, it's way too late to ring the doorbell. Dad would kill me, birthday or not. Maybe I can get in from the backyard door. We keep a spare key in the garden.
Let's ring the doorbell anyway. Yeah. I'm sure Dad wouldn't. I'm sure Dad would be very understanding if we rang the doorbell. Won't let me touch it after the stupid accident. It's not my fault, says the guy who wants to touch the car while he's drunk. Yeah, not his fault, I don't think. It's a massive toss. I agree. But I will, as someone who can separate artists from the art, I will come out and say, I like his music. I've not really heard a Robbie Williams song I hate. There are certainly bad Robbie Williams songs, but there's also masterpieces. Supreme is a masterpiece. Candy is really good. I like Millennium. I like Rock DJ. I like Kids featuring I don't like Kids. I fucking hate Kids. But I like Kids featuring him and who was it? Don't mind doing it for the kids. So come on, jump
God damn it. Of course
on
it's
board.
stuck. Maybe I can get in from Mr. Morangi's shack. The secret passage near the bushes should still be open.
I'm gonna give you all of my loving. It's gonna take up all of your love.
George and I used to sneak in and out all the time when we were kids.
That would be one that America might know because it was on Band Hero. That makes 2 Robbie Williams songs that America might know.
I haven't seen Morangi in years. Who knows what happened to him?
Really? While I'm streaming? Edge of Eternity and 3 other games you wished for are on sale. Uh-huh. Edge of Eternity. Ooh. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. I'm holding on to my money because Tales of Grace's F comes out soon.
I can't see shit. I better turn the lights on. Much better. Ugh, this place is possibly even worse than I remember.
I am not a cinema moviegoer, even though that is... Hold on. Nice fridge freezer. Where's the gas cylinder? That's how I know this is a dream or a nightmare. There should be like a gas cylinder on the back.
This pile of trash might be useful. I just need to stack one more box and I could climb over the fence.
Ooh, we got some penumbra action going on here. Got to stack some boxes. I have to click it. I don't have, like, a jump button.
Okay. Here we go. Home sweet home. The spare key should be hidden behind the lamp to the left of the door.
It's quite pretty. Vincent's dad has a nice house.
What the hell? Did they really change the entrance while I was out?
Okay, enough fucking around. I need to get the damn key and get home.
Half of the key? That's so weird. To avoid burglars finding a key in an obvious spot, we bought a special 2-parts magnetic key. While on the one hand, that's pretty silly, on the other hand, I really like that idea. He attached one of the bench's legs. Different bench? I wouldn't see that there, though. That's practically invisible. Oh, it's visible from this side. Well, different entrance, but the old key works. That doesn't look like the inside of the house.
Home. Fucking finally.
Fuck! Oh, my head. I'm not feeling so well.
He got home, that's the important part. In a drunken stumble, he found a way to where he thought he'd always stay, but darkness hid what once had shone. The house was never truly home.
I have a faint memory of this place. It's like I've been here before.
Nice chair.
unformed. Plastic. Potential.
Ugh.
The vessel is empty. The vessel is me. Yes. Of course. A sacrifice must be made. For the good of the sapling. Two sides will make one. A stinging side. A callous side.
I need some of whatever this guy was drinking. We combine? Own side shaped by illness, its sharpness made me who I am. A heartless side shaped by control, its indifference made me who I am. Looks like I might get to choose what is sacrificed. Well, you know me, I'm very indifferent, so I might sacrifice the knife. Oh, do I have to sacrifice both? Oh. That's not quite how I pictured things turning out.
I did what you asked. Now give me the prize.
The prize? Yo, I want a bed? Got a level with you. That's a pretty good prize. I don't know how I'm going to get it home from here, though. Birth certificate. Part of it's missing. Birth certificate, Vincent Arno, John Arno, Margaret Crow. $347. Was that the time that we were trying to get in the house?
I need to prepare myself. First, light. Then, time. I'm ready now.
Yep. It's time to sleep. Not going to change the bedclothes first. Tell you now, I struggle to sleep with an audience. So if these guys can shift it... In shadows deep, the conflict thrives. Two sides entwined in endless strives. A tug of war, where fate unwinds to shape a thought in future minds. It's a very PT opening, isn't it? Getting major PT vibes here. At least we're finally indoors.
What the hell happened? I must have passed out.
And Daddy didn't come down in the middle of the night to, like, have a pee.
Why is it so dark?
And see me sort of
Is the
passed
power
out by
out?
the back door. Don't think the power's out, because there's plenty of light down the hallway. I've been watching you. I've seen what you've become and it hurts me. You can't escape me anymore, not even here. Among comforts you never earned and knowledge you never craved. You just took it and ruined it, all of it. I will do the same to you. I will make you see whether you want it or not. Someone's bitter.
Wait. Where the hell am I? What the hell?
Did you break into somebody else's house?
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that looks normal. That's cool, though. The middle of it is completely black. That's cool.
Oh, the fuck.
That looks awfully similar to the pair I'm wearing. That looks like a set of Razor Krakens. Let's turn it on. Oh, we can't. Such a strange vase. This person tried to unlock your phone. Padlocks and chains block access to my wardrobe.
It seems like something used to be hanging on that wall, but it's missing now. What the hell?
Ooh. Choices made. Choices buried so deep inside to feel like lies. You believe them all to be behind you in the past, but the past made you who you are today. Who's to blame?
Mom's paintings? What the hell are they doing here?
Cat, my beloved childhood dog. He was as majestic as he was dumb. Mom and Dad, Jesus, they were so young here. In the meantime, I've become the spitting image of Dad. You're my best friend, George. I think Mom knew that something was the matter. Something was hanging on the wall. Intertwine. Nothing is an accident in a game like this. Intertwine has a meaning. I'm gonna figure it out.
Why can't I see my own reflection?
What have I got? Adhesive tape. Adhesive tape is not gonna get me into the cupboard. No. Huh? Okay. What's ugly and filthy eventually will make its way even in the safest of spaces. It's been with you all along, but you chose to ignore it. To set things in motion and see, you must start from within, look beyond yourself, embrace what's missing, and drown in it. Embrace what's missing. My reflection.
What the hell?
Ah.
This portrait. Mom painted it when I was a child. She was happy back then. For a while, at least. Mr. Wiggly. Unbelievable. This is... my childhood room?
His mother's a very good artist. Her paintings are at least as good as Stable Diffusion XL. It's going to be the elephant in the room for a lot of people. The developer of this game does intend to replace AI-generated assets, so... when they make decent money from this. It's a case where I accept its use, because the creator is not in a position to pay for an artist currently. So it's fine. Can we just crawl into that little tent and play Game Boy? Oh wait, we're not supposed to lie to ourselves. I think I've spent a lot of my life lying to myself, so there's big parts of this that I'm thinking about internally, or rather internalizing. So if the intent of this game is to make me think, then I'll tell you now, it's working. It's making me think about things. Yo. It's Funko. Got Funko. Who's the better superhero? Arachnid Guy or Captain Claus? You know, Arachnid Guy was great, but he's never been the same since, you know, Cerny Studios started making the films, you know. Back when it was Movil, it was much better. So, is a piece of equipment that puts dirt down a cavator, as opposed to an excavator? Dr. Watt. Cute. My God of the Bad Weather. Is God of Thunder, like, really copyrighted? I would argue that that's like common words. You're probably safe. Yo, check it out. Space Poopsy's design was really dumb. I don't think so. Right. We've got a puzzle. I think the solution to which is on this board, right? Fun game to teach me math. Basketball is triangle mouth up minus triangle mouth down. Like, I'm expecting some numbers to appear on these or something. Okay, I'm expecting a number to be written on them. This is a 4-digit code, right? We've got 4 digits here. Maybe I need to attempt to leave. I can't. Okay. I'm looking for numbers or something on these. Because there's no way the solution is brute force. That wouldn't make any sense. Are these book covers safe to use? We've got legally distinct toys, but not legally distinct books. Maybe I need to examine every toy in the room. I think I have, though. There's got to be a trigger I'm missing here. What's this? Oh, but there's no black hole in the middle of it this time. Still got the tape. Got an arrow there. Wonder if that means anything. There's walrus. Well, I'm stumped here. Obviously, you need to get this open. But outside of brute forcing it... Rocket equals truck and excavator. I'm wondering if there's anything here that's supposed to help. In this room, I can't open the drawers, but I could in the last one. A few of these things I can't actually examine, but they have numbers attached to them, so that must not be the solution. It must be something I've failed to examine in here. Guess my only option is to start from the door and make my way across the room. Examine Bartholomew. Theodore. Dinosaur! Very good, George. Bunny Lamp. Steve. I am Steve. Basketball. Seven. Okay, that one's actually got a number in it. That's one that's not on the board. 7 and excavator. Five. 5 and 7. For what? Rocket. It's 5 and 7. 11. No, it'd have to be an even number. 12. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. There's a 7 on his chest. 7. And an 8 on his belt. 7 plus 8. I'm good at math, I swear. 15. Minus 12. 15 minus 12 equals 3. How do I know what's 0? You know what? I think they do kind of resemble the numbers a little. 1, 2, 3? Is that 5? If they were numbers, it would be more clear what the solution is. Star. It's digit number 4. Let's go with a simple one. Basketball. Digit number 1 is... triangle up minus triangle down. 7, I see it. 7 minus 3 is 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I know when I've got one right? Rubik's Cube, dinosaur, Triceratops plus Diplodocus minus T-Rex. Is that a 6 or a 9? 6. 6. 6 plus... Oh, it's a brontosaurus. 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 minus... 5. 2. Is there a genuine reason why the numbers are not standard numbers? Let's write these down, so I know I've got the math right. Do I have a pen here? I'm playing in the dark, so... Not sure if I do. I know where there's a pamphlet. Okay. One, two, three, four. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2. 3. Let's work out what this fourth sum is. Starfish, number 4, is walrus plus manta ray. Let's go walrus. Eight. Manta ray. Eight plus 4, 12. Minus shark. Is that a 9? 3. One. 4, 2, 3, 1. Symbols. The symbols, Mason. What do they mean? Smoking an old-fashioned pipe. Just needed somewhere to store the pen. Ugh. Mum made up a fun game to teach me basic math. I don't think it's fun. sure I've worked the numbers out, right? The question is, what do the symbols... Star is hand. Ah! Star is hand. So what? Star is 4? Star is 1. Oh my god. Star is 1. There's no way I didn't see the symbols until now. Come on. Been paying attention. Is that it in the O? Sure enough. Oh, that's so sneaky. You are so sneaky. Rubik's Cube was the arrow. So all the time I was like, the arrow on the Rubik's Cube must mean something, right? 2. Poopsy, you are so sneaky. So 3 is whatever symbol is on Dr. Cyclops. Well played. Well played.
Mom's handwriting.
Chlorpromazine 75. Oh yeah, I can get it to read it for me. Today is worse. John is just an asshole, not helping at all, and poor Vinny, he's so young and innocent. I'm afraid for him the most. Dr. Strauss wants to increase the dosage. I think he knows he can't help me, and he just wants to kill me instead. It's easier that way. His secretary always has that look on her face. Sorry. Blank is like a tiny worm that eats you from the inside, tunneling its way through the brain, growing and growing until it's too big to ignore. The house is filthy, doesn't matter how much I scrub, it grows back. Need to scrub more. The journal is useless. I've read the previous entries. All the horrible things said are nothing compared to what might come. I'm not a bad mother. I can prove it. That's not me. I want it to be over before I don't even know what I want it anymore. Before I don't even know I want it anymore. If I'm not my own, what's the point? Bedroom door openable now? None?
Mr. Wiggly? Did I draw this?
Mr. Wiggly.
I'm starting to remember. That day, Mom was having one of her episodes. She was certain I had stolen something from her room. She started trashing the place, searching everywhere. I was freaking out, hugging Mr. Wiggly in the teepee, swearing I hadn't done anything. She took it out of my hands. I started crying. And that's when she ripped its head off. Huh?
Sweetie, open the door, please. Please let me in. Open the damn door now. Vincent, open the fucking door! Vincent, open the damn door now!
Get the hell out of here! Jesus Christ!
Vincent, open the fucking door!
Fuck this shit!
I love you.
Damn, Mum needs to chill the fuck out.
God damn it. Back to whatever the fuck this is.
Did we take something there? Like... If we took something from Mummy, you know, we should give it back. Well, key doesn't open that. What else have we seen that needs a key? Yeah. Even touching the padlock itself, and it's a no-go. Got a key, but I'm not sure what that golden key is for. Painting in the reflection isn't damaged. What happens if I attempt to leave? There's got to be somewhere I can use that key. Got a symbol on the back. Maybe that's just like an apple symbol. And not actually something related to a puzzle. I was kind of hoping I might find a new note sitting around here to examine. Ah! Valve handle. Right. Okay. Doesn't attach to there. I'm examining the pipes. And it seems that it goes through here. Slippery stick. That was just a guess on my part that I could combine them. What might I need a stick for? Thinking maybe I could jam it in the eye of the painting. Aha!
The radio. What the hell?
What's going on with that radio? James, you go me.
What are you doing in here, son?
I'm making an axe, but this wood is too slippery to grip. Can you help me?
Oh, now you want an axe. You're always using my tools to mess around with your little projects. How many have you started so far?
I don't know, 50 or so?
And how many have you finished?
3.
Maybe you should think about more important stuff than all this bullshit. Go wash your hands, dinner's ready.
But Dad...
Now!
Okay... I didn't need a stupid axe anyway.
What are you doing in here, son?
I'm making an axe,
I want the music back.
but this wood is too slippery to grip. Can you help me?
Oh, now you want an axe. You're always using my tools to mess around with your little projects. How many have you started so far?
I don't know, 50 or so?
And how many have you finished?
3.
Maybe you should think about more important stuff than all
Looks like maybe this takes 2 numbers.
dinner's ready.
But Dad...
Now!
Okay... I didn't need a stupid axe anyway.
Made 50 projects, finished 3? Is that gonna be the solution? Yeah. Yep. An axe blade.
Enough with the fucking letters!
As you wish. Alright. I got my axe, baby! Is that gonna let me in here? Hey, that axe still lasted longer than any given weapon in Breath of the Wild.
What the hell was that thing? Seems like it couldn't see me. Motherfucker!
You know, now I can't stop thinking about that stupid axe.
Oh!
That day with my dad, something changed. It wasn't just the day I stopped sneaking into his tool shed. It was the day I gave up on something I really enjoyed doing. I never thought about it, but part of me died that day.
Why? Dude,
I think it was that he enjoyed making things, I think.
Really annoying.
Where'd he go? I should make things more often. I don't make enough things. Part of me died that day, the part that enjoyed breaking into tool sheds. I like your literal interpretation. Something to hook. This has gotten very Silent Hill. Very PT and very Silent Hill. But like the opening cupboards, that's very Amnesia and Penumbra. There's a lot of inspiration in this. And I'd love to see it. Everything is a remix, and this is going in interesting directions. And also, the whole time I'm playing this, I'm thinking of the speedrunning potential. And I swore I would never do that. I swore I'd never be that guy that plays games and looks at the speedrunning potential. I'm not my brother. And yet...
I need to get the hell out of here.
I used to enjoy playing games quickly. But I stopped playing games quickly one day. My dad came in and I said, Hey look Dad, look how fast I can beat Green Hill Zone. And he said, son, you're late for school.
Okay.
Never
Hopefully it'll hold.
play video games again. Get on the
Jesus.
school bus, and
What the
from that
fuck
day
am
I just
doing?
stopped speedrunning.
But that thing is still around somewhere.
I'm making light of this
Okay,
because
fuck it. Onto
it is so uncomfortable, and it is making me think and feel
2.
things, and I don't like that I'm being toyed with.
Fuck! Come on. Fuck!
Through sheltered walls they found a way. A safe space kept them all at bay. Let's try that again. Through sheltered walls they found a way. A safe space that kept them all at bay. A safe space... Yet shadows lurk and doubts amass, as safety crumbles like fragile glass. In the crotch region, maybe below the crotch region. Maybe above the crotch region. Taint? Yeah. Maybe even in the colon. We don't know. Oh, I'm just a regular Joe. I feel like I reference that song about 15 times a week. And what's the definition like on this? A statue of a woman turned towards the red corridor. There's a nice ass on that one as well. A statue of a man turned towards the blue corridor. Spot looks weak. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 singular dots in this hallway. 9 dots in the red hallway. We stopped Mum from having a career. Interesting. Was there resentment? Do you reckon there was resentment?
You took it back, John. You stole it from me. Give it back.
Give the floating hand something before it will let us continue. By the looks of things. This hand is wanting. Boxes of art supplies. There's probably a room in the house where... Room in the house where all the art supplies were just stored. Yeah, but specifically John. I think John is the father, because we're Vincent or Victor or Vincent, I believe, and our friend was George. So John implies that the father took something. Cool. I'll screenshot that one. Just so that one gets caught. Ooh, rusty crowbar. That'll pry open the thing in the hallway.
Oh, the fuck.
That was almost human, the shape right at the end there that went into the mirror. It's very, something in there that... It's the hallway. Yeah, so that's subtly guiding us. Pry open the bit at the end of the hallway. I think. I mean, that's where I'm going anyway. And if this John did take something, it will be in the part of the hallway that's blocked off. No! I was just getting used to having that. Beating heart. That's fucking lovely, that is. Mangled heart. So John... Daddy took Mummy's heart. Maybe the heart represents something else.
Yes, it's finally back! Oh, it's so messy in here. Just give me a minute. You can come in now.
Do I particularly want to come? Okay. You didn't give me a moment to think about it. Bit of a ghosting going on either side of the screen now. Some eyeballs. Some eyeballs. It's kind of like Mum. Mum's not bad. Human brain. Growing out of something.
Mom's handwriting.
Today my heart swells with pride as I reflect on the talent and sweetness of my little Vinny. His little drawings, each stroke a masterpiece, unfold a world of magic before my eyes. I realize now that if he chooses a different path in future, his exclusive art exhibit will forever live in my mind as a testament to the beauty that resides within him. Sometimes I wish that he could see the world through my eyes. I think we're doing that now, and it's not a very pleasant world. To understand that among all the struggles I face, his drawings, his dreams, his presence have the most profound impact. Nothing on the back. Some sort of code or formula here. When I'm burning with rage.
Reason must become a greater opposite force of nature to soothe me.
Right. Sounds to me like a puzzle. Burning with rage. So fire. Yeah, I see fire. An opposite force. Where have we got? Oh. It's watching me. Okay.
Something happened.
Got another one. Used to treat bipolar disorder and some forms of schizophrenia. Ah! When I'm lost in the dark, the gentle face in the sky reminds me that there's no need to be afraid. When I'm drowning in tears, hope is the only guiding light in the distance. When I'm made of the colors themselves, I can finally feel love in their smiles. When I'm lost in the dark, gentle face.
Mom's handwriting.
Chlorpromazine. I remember reading somewhere that certain areas of the brain are more active during specific emotional states, so much so that the opposite process is equally true, and the stimulating specific areas of the brain might lead to altering the state of a person in a specific way. I always found it deeply fascinating, but also very unsettling, as it raises questions about the nature of our emotions and the potential manipulation of our feelings. Speaking of which, it's disheartening to see how the side effects can sometimes feel more debilitating than the illness itself. Mood swings, obsessive thoughts, hallucinations, all courtesy of the little pills that are supposed to make me feel better. It's like I'm trading one struggle for another, and it's hard not to feel resentful, especially when the people who claim to love me don't even seem to really believe me. The loneliest battles are the ones you fight inside your head, and this one feels invisible to everyone else. Nothing on the back. Right. Let's look for clues around here. What was the first one? I'm lost in the dark, the gentle face in the sky. Lost in the dark.
Oh, the fuck.
There's a note sticking out on them. Stepping onto the art itself. Right. So I'm looking for one that's blacked out, maybe? The darkness? Maybe I talk to the face? Nope. That's just creeping me out. There's got to be some art pieces I haven't seen yet that have eyeballs, that don't have eyeballs on them. Leave. All I'm seeing at the moment are eyeballs. Gotta be something more. Drowning in tears, only hope it's guiding light in the distance. I'm lost in the dark. Made of the colours themselves, I can finally feel love in their smiles. Drowning in tears, only hope is the guiding light in the distance. Drowning in tears. I'm not seeing the next art piece to stand on. The world through my eyes. There are a lot of eyes. I'm a little bit stuck now. Wouldn't be the first time during this that I've got a little bit stuck. Gentle face in the sky. Well, I would describe that as a gentle face. There's that thing again. Oh, could there be art on the back? It seems to be the same. Let's read this. Paying attention to what's bold. When I'm lost in the dark, gentle face in the sky, that's this one, tells me there's no need to be afraid. When I'm drowning in tears, that's what, like alcohol? Drowning? Hope is my only guiding light. Guiding light? Is there a light source in here? When I'm made of the colours themselves, I can finally feel love in their smiles. Made of the colours themselves. Red and blue? I feel like these clues indicate things that will open these. I'm not sure if I'm missing something, or if we are now actually experiencing a situation where a trigger has not activated. The note says to walk on pieces of art. Like, I understand the premise, because I've already done the first one. We had this open up. So judging by that logic, maybe there's something on this I missed. No, that's not it. Can't interact with the face in the air. So I've tried getting close to it. I've read this note. Stepping onto the art itself, lift their gaze to the art on the wall. So stand on one piece of art, look at the second piece of art to activate it. But I get that because I've already done that for the first one. And I'm looking around the room and I'm not seeing a second piece of art that I can stand on. Everything remaining is an eyeball. There's no back to main menu. I'd have to quit out to desktop and then reload this room. But I'm going to try it because I'm out of ideas here. So I'm going to try quitting out. I'm going to try booting into it. And I'm going to see if it was just like a trigger that didn't activate or something. Okay. So it saved me in this room before doing the first puzzle.
Mom's handwriting.
I'm going to read this note, just in case the order of the triggers is relevant. When I'm burning with rage, reason must become a greater opposite force of nature to soothe me. So I step on the fire and look at the river, which I did.
Something happened. Oh, the fuck. Mom's handwriting.
Got our new set of notes here. Got the gentle face. And I'm expecting there to be other works of art that I can stand on. But I'm not seeing them.
Oh, the fuck.
Ah, here we go. This is what I was missing. Okay, there's woods. Right, so that's what I was missing. I could actually interact with those brain bits. Like, it might be at odds with the design language. But the game might benefit from having those bits identified somehow. Either with, like, signposted with either emitting a little bit of light, or, you know, change the color of the, sort of like the tips a little bit. So that affects the emotion. Right, so I got sad emotion at the moment. I'm drowning in tears. My only hope is the guiding light in the distance. So, drowning. The first one is the guiding light, right? It's the first one. I'm lost in the dark. Gentle face reminds me. Lost in the dark. Drowning. Lost in the dark. Guiding light. Is that correct? Lost in the dark. Gentle face in the sky. Seems kind of angry. Gentle. That feels sort of like fearful. It's like smiling. Is that a gentle face? When I'm lost in the dark, the gentle face in the sky reminds me there's no need to be afraid. Is there like an afraid art? We have to rotate these. That's like Lost in the Dark, isn't it? No need to be afraid. Made of the colors themselves. What's made of the colors themselves? Finally feel love in their smiles. I think I can solve this one. Right, that's one. That should be, yeah. It's one of the three. Okay, starting to make sense of this puzzle now. When I'm drowning in tears, the hope is my only guiding light in the distance. Drowning in tears. So, sad face. That's our guiding light. Drowning. That's our guiding light now. It's up there. Guiding light. I'm not seeing our water on the floor. That's not the right water. Right. Like, the guiding light or the water has to be on the floor for this to work. Right, the guiding light. It isn't lit up. I don't see the drowning. There's drowning. There's guiding light. They're on... both on the wall. Right. Yeah, neither of those are lighting up. There's guiding light. Wait, hold on. What's the other one? When I'm lost in the dark... Do you reckon that's not to be afraid? And then the trees is like lost in the dark. Need the one where she's frightened. I was expecting that to light up. Expecting that to light up. Lost in the dark. I feel like that's got to be on the floor. Lost in the dark. Yep. There's no need to be afraid. What's on the other side? There we go. That sounds promising. When I'm lost in the dark, there is no need to be afraid. Okay, that's 2. Get in there. When I'm drowning in tears... So, drowning, the water needs to be on the floor. Like the blue watery one. We've gone back through the cycle, I think. Drowning. Would that be drowning? That seems tranquil, though. The drowning one was like a blue watery one. See if I can get it to appear. One of these. It's not this one. Watery one. I know I've seen a watery one on these, like a blue painting. Like the one that leads to Jolly Roger Bay in the Japanese version of Mario 64. Oddly specific, I know. Will it even appear if she's not sad? That's the water. Okay. And I'm drowning in tears. My only hope is the guiding light in the distance. So stand on the lighthouse? The lighthouse is on there and the water is on there. Gonna have to switch it again. I'm not seeing the lighthouse or the water on the floor. Right, the lighthouse does not light up when I stand on it. It's got to be the water I'm standing on. Because the lighthouse doesn't light up. But I'm never seeing the water as one that appears on the floor. Ah! Back here. Guiding light. Gonna have to rotate these. Ah.
I think I can get to that little box now.
Oh, you got me again, Poopsy. That is another, like, absolute brain blast of a puzzle. Mum's wedding ring. It says here, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to bind them. Should probably take it.
Oh, no. What have you done?
What have I done? What about you?
Oh, her wedding ring went missing. Could John have taken the wedding ring and then tried to use it to propose to someone else? Like, I'm just spitballing here. Did John take the wedding ring to propose to another woman? It wasn't? I'm pretty confident that was my mum.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But you have no idea how she could be. She could put on a nice face when needed.
There's no hand to put that wedding ring onto, though.
Yeah, but I can't just shake off all the damage done. Growing up, the image I had of Mom was so deeply tied to her illness that it became impossible for me to see her as anything more than that.
Oh, I think we must put the ring in that indentation.
I think I just stopped caring. Yeah, well, how would you know?
Mr. Perfect Family.
Okay. I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree, but now it's made of metal, it is confusing me. Apple. Obviously can't go back in there. An award Mum received for an art exhibition titled Now See. She was so proud of this, but it was also a bit of a reminder of what she'd given up after getting married. Of course, that doesn't work, but, you know, I had to try it. It's a very limited amount of places the apple can go. It's a very limited number of places I can be. Speaking of places I can be, I have a job interview in 10 hours. I was kind of hoping I'd get this finished. Something about seeing. Now see. The apple. I have the apple. Shot of the thing upstairs. Two circles. Look, the solution is probably going to be around here. The apple was grabbed from here. It's got something to do with the wedding day. But Daddy is looking this way, and I can't interact with this way. Now C. Can't interact with the lights. My immediate thought would be seeing lights or seeing eyes. I can't get back in the eyeball painting room. There's paintings here showing holes that I can't interact with. The light here that I can't interact with. The mirror. Can't interact with. Can't interact with that. Can't interact with that. Ice bucket, but I can't interact with it. Alcohol, can't interact with it. Metal apple that he's seen before. An award for now C. Apple obviously has to go somewhere. Can't pick that up. Can't pick that up. Can't pick that up. Like, an obvious place for an apple would be, like, on top of there, right? Can't place it there. Nice flat surface. It's lit up a little bit, like it's visually distinct from the rest of the environment. Makes me think I can put the apple there. I can't. That's where the hand came out of. Can't interact with that. Can't interact with the supplies. Can only examine the paintings on that side. I can't take the wedding ring out of the statue. Now that I put it in. Can't open the drawer on this. That's where I got the apple from. That I can just interact with and read. I can't actually do anything with it. This area is blocked off. I am stumped. I am officially and utterly stumped by this room. Genuinely, I have reached a point where I am stumped. If there is a solution, it's not coming to me. There's nowhere where I need to input like a number 5 or anything like that. Feel like I've examined everything. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. I can't figure out what it is. It's just completely covered in black grime. I am genuinely and utterly stumped. Ah! It goes here. I mean, you can't really make that any more obvious, can you? And I missed it. Can't really make that any more obvious. Statue.
Motherfucker!
Patron saint of the blind. Ice pick. Right.
This looks like the corridor from the picture downstairs, but not quite.
Ah, tap and hold. Please knock.
This door.
You're not gonna knock?
Dad?
Dude, the sign literally said please knock. And you walked in without
I
knocking.
haven't been here in so long. What the hell is that?
Hopefully his puzzle's not as convoluted as Mom's. puzzle looks fairly convoluted. Postcards. Egypt, London, Rome, Paris. Alright, stuck in here now. Gonna have to figure this out. 4 postcards. Belonging to Egypt. England. Italy. France. Egypt, England, Italy, France. See, an Egyptian elephant? Egypt. Getting like Egypt, like the elephant. But I can't take it. There's nothing like immediately noticeable. Ah, here we go. Insert pin to unlock. Two, 3, 10. 2, 3, 10. 10, 2, 3.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere. Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Egypt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. The Egyptian, the blue ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Numbers can't repeat.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We try 16, 23?
Dad has a really shitty
23,
memory
16?
for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere. Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Assume the Egyptian ones are the blue ones because they're like mummified, right? So there's 10 of them. So 10 is one of the clues. What else in here is Egyptian? Ten something or something 10. I can't brute force it.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Remember. Right, which makes me think 2310 or 1023, but I've tried those. It could be 6. 06.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere. Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Mm-hmm. There's like nothing written on Ducky. I'm gonna have to cut this stream short soon. Because I genuinely have places to be in the morning. It's a shame I couldn't finish this within like a 3-hour slot. Because I feel like I've got to be fairly close to the end here. Like, Egypt is a clue, right? It's like 10 Egyptian figures. Is it 10:06? No, because I can't repeat the numbers, can I? I can.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere. Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Egyptian figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Asian figures.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere. Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
Even 10, 23, 23, 10 doesn't work. 23, 16, and 16, 23 don't work. There's no, like, numbers written on this elephant. Like, we can subtract or add. I genuinely see nothing else in here. Short of actively being given the number, being given the solution, I genuinely can't figure out what to do. How to get the number for that laptop. And I'll give it another 5 minutes, but I think once we hit that sort of 3-hour stream mark, I'm going to have to think about bed for that job interview tomorrow. Seeing as knowing me, I'm only going to get about 6 hours sleep anyway. I'm going to call it here. I genuinely cannot figure out the solution to this. I have tried. I just genuinely can't. There's probably something fairly obvious I'm missing. Like maybe there's a number written on this somewhere, or... I get that there is a number of Egyptian figurines here. There are 10 of them. There are 6 Asian figurines. I've tried 1006. I've tried 0610. Oh, 0623.
Dad has a really shitty
23.
memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
06.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
I just don't know. So, I'm going to call it here. This game is a head-scratcher. When the puzzles make me think, I like it. It is a visually quite impressive game, and I can tell that this project is incredibly personal to Poopsy. I'm getting that vibe from this, that this game is very personal. This is a journey that Poopsy wanted us to go on, and this is a story that Poopsy felt the need to tell. With a name like Poopsy, it almost takes the seriousness out of the game a little bit when I'm saying it is Poopsy's vision, you know what I mean? But, there are moments where I was stumped and it was my fault. There were moments where I was stumped because I didn't fully understand the puzzle. And then there's moments like this where the solution just feels like it's probably incredibly obtuse. Like, outside of doing something silly like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers.
There's 4 postcards, so
Set a
10,
reminder somewhere.
04.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers. He must have set a reminder somewhere.
04, 10.
Dad has a really shitty memory for numbers.
4 postcards.
He must have set a reminder somewhere.
There's no numbers on the postcards. I get that the code has something to do with Egypt. I understand that. I get that. That either 10, 16, or 6 is part of the code. I get that. But the rest of it, I can't. I'm genuinely disappointed that I can't progress any further in this. Let's see what's going on in there. Stuck in a corridor. There's nobody who has reported being stuck in the place I'm stuck in. I was kind of hoping there'd be something in the discussions. Somebody has managed to leave the father's room, which means somebody's managed to get further than me. Now that just makes me feel stupid. If I do come back to this, I don't think I'll come back to it on stream, but I may make a video after the fact. I think I've hit a point where I have to stop because of IRL time. I have to stop because of obligations tomorrow, and I have to stop because me sleepy now. But thank you very much for coming. I wish Poopsy the very best with this game's launch. I know that we didn't see eye to eye initially, but thank you very much for the opportunity to cover this game. It definitely is my cup of tea. I just wish the puzzles came to me a little bit quicker. Like, I get there and I feel accomplished for figuring out the solution, but I was kind of hoping that within 3 hours I would have beaten this first chapter, and I guess that just goes to show you get your money's worth out of this game. But I'm genuinely just a little bit disappointed, a little bit in myself, a little bit in the game, because I haven't made the kind of progress that I was hoping to. But once again, thank you very much for the opportunity to cover this, and I wish I just could have made a little bit more progress. Definitely wondering what the solution to this puzzle is. Like, how to figure out the next number. Like, I don't need the code. I just need to figure out how I get to the number. And then I'm sure I would be able to crack it. But once again, thank you very much for the opportunity. Alright, thank you for coming. I'll see you on the next Escape Route stream. Until next time, if we live that long.